Okay, you're live.
Okay, we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live at noon. We do this every, uh, I don't know, sign language what? Monday. What are you trying to tell
No, I
me?
was saying zero so far.
Oh, okay, thanks. Um, so we'd like to welcome you all to Fabric Chicks Live. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Mondays and Wednesdays, we try to do something kind of educational or fun. We interview other shows. Roger just keeps making crazy signs. I am not sure what he's trying to tell me.
Okay, I got it.
Um,
You good?
okay. All right. So, hi, Diana. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Christy. Hi, Sue. How are you, ladies? Okay. So, if you have any questions today, just type it in, and we will try to answer them. Hi, Mary. Mary says hi to Roger too. Um, so today we're going to talk about how to finish your quilts, and we're going to mostly be emphasizing the facing because we have an art quilt group going on, and anybody is welcome to join. It's for beginner art quilters or advanced art quilters. We don't really care what level you're at, or if you think you might want to dip your fingers into art quilting, but you're not really sure where to begin. This group is fabulous for that because basically what we're doing is we're going to vote on one topic for the month, and we're going to give you one technique to use. If you have questions on the technique, we can help you out, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just fun. It's just to get everybody to kind of push outside of their box and dibble and dabble into other things. So the projects that we're doing in the Fabric Chicks Textile Art Group are small projects so that hopefully you can finish it in the month. So, although I will tell you, I failed last month. Last month was our very first month. The theme was jellyfish. Some of the jellyfish were absolutely amazing. Like all of them, pretty much, were absolutely amazing. And it's kind of a fun group. We've got Katrina from Australia. We've got Judy from Canada. Because of COVID, we've really had to learn how to use technology, and it's really widened and it's widened our base so that people from all over can join us. So super fun. Do not panic. Do not think, oh, I'm not an artist. I could never do this. We're like kindergarten artists. So if we can do it, you can do it. So today we're going to tell you how to do. Okay, Diana, I'll look because I do not think I saw one from you. So I'm going to show you facing super quick, super easy. People tend to think that facing is really mysterious. Rosie, we missed you yesterday too. Ooh, catching up on taxes. So exciting. I think Roger got a call today, although I don't know why they would call Roger because I'm the one that does it. But Devin said that Roger got a call to pick up his taxes. So hopefully ours are all done and out of the way, and we can move on to other things until next year. Oh, Mary, it's true. I didn't fail last month by not completing it on time. It's a work in progress. So it's a whip. It's another one of those UFO projects that hopefully I'll get to one of these days. So my jellyfish is kind of on the back burner, but this month is our tropical flowers, and you have to use Fabric Magic. So I'm going to sort of cheat a little bit because I did this floral one as an experiment with the Silk Fusion a while back. So I am going to just add some Fabric Magic to the center of these flowers. And this is going to be my tropical flower project for this month. So I know I totally cheated because this I started before. But as soon as I add some Fabric Magic, but these are just the fake flowers from the dollar store. This is the stuff that wraps your ham. Some silk, just some random weird stuff. And then the back here is Silk Fusion. So we've demoed that before. You can Google it on our YouTube channel if you want to see how to make Silk Fusion. And we can demo that again also. But so facing, so you have three, well, you have lots of options for binding. You could do a self-binding, which we learned not too long ago, is when you take the backing of your fabric and you roll it over and stitch it to the top. So basically binding is just what you need to finish your quilt and make sure that everything, the insides, the batting, the backing, the top, everything's secure. So you could do the self binding, which would be where you pull the backing over to the front, roll it like a hem, and then top stitch it down. Or you can do the most common binding is this. I haven't done the self binding in years, and so I guess you might want to do it for a charity quilt or something. Typically, the most common binding is this binding here. So this is where you cut, and everybody's going to tell you different numbers. I personally like 2¼ inch binding because then when I sew it, it is stiff. I don't like a floppy binding. So I cut my bindings at 2¼ and then I stitch them on at 1/4 inch, flip it over onto the back side, and then I hand stitch it down. And I do hand stitch it very closely. My girlfriends used to make fun of me because they said that I would reweave the fabric. But I don't want anybody to get anything caught in that binding stitch. So, and then here you're going to fold it at a 45-degree angle. So what you're going to do is you're going to start, and I don't have one in process, so I'll demo it when I do, but you're going to start, say here, you're going to sew 1/4 inch all the way to here. You're going to stop 1/4 inch before you get to the end and cut your thread, flip your fabric back, fold it at a 45-degree angle, and then fold it back, and then you're going to start off the quilt and sew. That's what's going to create that nice mitered edge. And it's black on black, so you probably can't see it too well. But that's what it's going to look like. That's what finishes. You can show them that one right behind you, Roger, is a brown one. So the binding will frame your quilt if you do it this way. Your other option is to use a flange binding. And a lot of people like this binding because it gives a little pop of color. So this is basically where you cut, I want to say, don't quote me on these measurements, but I think you cut your main fabric at 1 3/4. And then the pop of color is, well, Google it. Okay. Just Google what dimensions you need for a flange binding. And then you're going to stitch this on opposite to the one we just showed you. You're going to stitch this onto the back side. And then you're going to flip it to the front, and you're going to stitch in the ditch with your machine right here along there. See, you could, I don't know if you can see the little stitching there, but you want to stitch it as close as you can to your main fabric so you don't really see the stitches. You can see I might have been drinking when I was sewing that on. It's a little bit crooked, but nobody's ever going to look that closely. Okay, so that's what a flange binding is. But today we're going to show you a facing. Okay, let me go read some comments before I get too far behind. I know, Mary, taxes should be against the law. Oh, perfect, Diana. Oh, you want a demo on Fabric Magic, Mary? Always asking me something complicated. Put me on the spot. Hey, Leilani. Rosie, I would hate this time of year if I was a tax preparer. You never get to play because you got to work, but you work really hard for a short period of time and then you have the rest of the year to play, hopefully. Okay, so on a facing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my fabric strips at 4 inches, okay? So I cut my strips at 4 inches, the measurement of my quilt. The one thing that you're going to do different is that where you have your sleeve, so this is a sleeve here. So I've cut this a little bit bigger. I did 5 inches only because that was the size the strip already was. But you could do 4 inches if you want. You just have to make sure that your rod can fit through here. So I cut it at 4 inches. I hemmed the edges. So I rolled it and then I just top stitched it so that it's a nice finished edge here. Okay, so you're going to cut your the tube that's going to be for your hanging rod, your hanging sleeve. It's going to be 1 inch shorter than your quilt. And then you're going to find the center of your quilt and the center of your sleeve, pin it in the center, and then pin out. Okay, and you're going to pin this to the front of your quilt. So it's pinned to the front of my quilt. And then I've got 4 inch strips that I'm going to iron in half so that I have this finished edge here. And I'm going to pin this here, okay? Does that all make sense? If you have questions, ask. So then all this will be pinned. Then I'm going to just stitch it 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And then I'll flip this and pull it to the back side. So I'm going to show you that on this quilt that I haven't finished yet. So basically, here is what the step I just showed you, but already stitched on. So here's my sleeve. I did put Fuse Steam-A-Seam. They one of the YouTube videos I saw said put Steam-A-Seam, and then when you flip it, you can just iron it and it's finished. I tried the Steam-A-Seam on one other quilt. I don't know what. Oh, so here I tried the Steam-A-Seam on this quilt for the facing, but the Steam-A-Seam either was old or my iron wasn't hot enough. It didn't stick very good. So what I did where it wasn't sticking very well is I just took this Unique Stitch, which is Unique Stitch is a fabric glue, but you can hem pants with it. You can pretty much do anything with it. Once it sets for 24 hours, you can actually dry clean. You can wash it. It's water soluble until it dries. Okay, so that was a debate we've had in the past. It says right on it, it's water soluble until it dries. Once it dries, it's permanent. So where it wasn't secure here, I just took the glue and I just dabbed it and it's now hanging nicely. So that's what it looks like when it's all finished. So basically the facing pulls your quilt to the back side. Okay. So here it is. I've laid down my sleeve is here. And then I've laid down my side strips, and then I've sewn 1/4 inch all the way around it, okay? And then when I go to turn it, it's going to pull to the back side. See how nicely that is? And you might have to manhandle it a little bit to roll your hems, just like anything, to get them where you want. And then I would use a really hot steam iron to steam it, and with some Cheerio Magic to steam it into place. And then I'm going to just take the glue, once I iron it so that I know that it's rolled where I want it, I'm going to take the glue and I'm just going to press it and then iron it again, and this one will be done. So super easy way to finish your quilts. Do you girls have any questions? Hey, Diane, welcome. Peggy, I don't even own straight pins, okay? Look at this. Look at, this is one of my very expensive glass head pins. See that? Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but we use all of our pins for everything. So I would like to say that I have pins that are used just for my sewing, but look at this. I wanted to cry when I was pinning today. Look at the brand new pin. I just opened this package not that long ago. See that? It's kind of like somebody with arthritis. So these pins are super delicate. Just so you know, they pen like butter. They're amazing. I love them. But in my world, nothing, you have to be pretty durable in my world, because we use them to pin stuff on the wall. We use them to pin the numbers for Friday's sale. We use them for everything. We should have, do you guys remember when we interviewed, oh gosh, what's her name? It's the flea market Moxie gal, Kathy Holden. And she had a pin cushion for her flathead flower pin. She had a pin cushion for every different pin in her studio, had its own pin cushion. It was amazing. That's my dream. When I grow up, I want to be like that. Roger is laughing because he knows that will never happen. I'll just open up a new box of pins, but I won't throw these away. I will use them until they die. Hey, Kathleen, I hear you're going to be here tomorrow. Greta's here. Greta said she ran into you. It's a very, very small world. Okay, shoe boxes for this. I would agree with you, Elaine. If I was a CPA and somebody came in with a shoebox, I would probably tell them they should go find a different CPA. Do you sew the strips to each side? So what you're going to do is once you have this pinned on all four sides, so you're going to pin it to the front of your quilt, right? It's pinned to the front of your quilt on all four sides. You want to make sure that the sleeve goes on first, because the sleeve has to be the first fabric you put down. Because when you turn it like this, let's see. I could be making a liar out of myself, but I think this is correct. Okay, so when you turn this like this, see how this, once you iron it nicely, this is going to go like this. Your sleeve is going to go right on top of it like this. And then you'll be able to just put your pull right through that sleeve. So you can see how it's done on this one. So you lay this down right on the very top of your quilt first, the sleeve. And then you're going to sew all the way around it. And then when you pull it back to the back, there's your sleeve holding. Okay, if that didn't answer your question, retype it. Mary, that's true. I do not know my own strength. Okay. Or the brown paper bags. Or the brown, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. People just put all their receipts in a brown paper bag and drop it off at their CPA and say good luck. I don't know. I have to pay a bookkeeper a lot of money to keep all my life straight, because otherwise I probably would be that one turning it in a shoebox. Okay, so any other questions about facing? Oh. Okay, so that's facing. If you have any other questions about binding, just type it in and I'll answer them for you, or I'll make something up. So we do have a couple of things today. So we have a UFO challenge in the Fabric Tick Stitch Along, which you can join. It's right on the left-hand side of our Facebook page. So Fabric Tick Stitch Along, we started last month, where at the beginning of the month, you claim what your UFO projects are that you want to finish. So some people claim one project and post a picture so we can see the work in progress. Some people do it at the some people did one project and some people did 7 projects. So for every project you got finished, you got your name entered in. So at the end of the month, you got to post the finished project. So then we put your name into the drawing here. And every month it's going to be a different prize. So I thought this month would be fun. Look at this, girls. I know. Your whole conversation, girls, is going to be on Facebook Live. Okay, look at this. We've got tons of trims here. I just found a bucket of random trims. So that's the winner is going to get like another work in progress of trims. But I think next month I might do a gift certificate. But this month I was cleaning. So this is what you get. So we're going to pick a winner. Keeping receipts, period, drives me crazy, Kathleen. Sometimes I'll be in the weirdest, randomest place, and Roger will hand me a pile of receipts that I'm supposed to keep track of. Okay, so Phyllis Holmes. All right, Phyllis, you're the winner for last month's UFO. Look at all these fun trims. Okay. Oh, look at even some selvage. Like, that's priceless. Very priceless, Phyllis. Very priceless. Now, there's some good trims in here. Some super fun things. Look at this one with little bedazzling. Okay.
Did you see Diana Hensley's question?
The strips are on each side. You're going to cut the strips the size of your quilt. So if your quilt's 34 inches by 34 inches, you're going to cut 3 strips 34 inches, and then 1 strip you're going to cut 1 inch less, so 33 inches. And the 33-inch strip is going to be your sleeve. So your sleeve, because you need it to be shorter than your quilts. See this? See how my sleeve here is shorter than my quilt. Let's see, maybe I glued it together. Ooh, I might have. Okay, so see how this is like a half an inch on each side shorter than my quilt so that it will hang. You don't want it to be less than an inch or more. You don't want to cut it more than an inch shorter because then it will hang from here and then the sides will be floppy. So you want to cut your sleeve 1 inch shorter than the length of your quilt here. Every other piece, every other strip, it's going to be an individual strip for this side. So see how I've got, oops, Phyllis, I hope this all goes back. Oh, look at, here's some fun button trims. Okay, hopefully that all makes it back into Phyllis's bag.
Elaine Ruiz wants to know, where do I find a link to the Art Quilts group?
Christy, are you online right now? Christy will post it. I think I saw Christy online. If not, Elaine will figure it out. There should be an option on the side of our Facebook page, but everybody's devices are different. But if Christy's on, she'll post it. Otherwise, remind me, send me a PM, and we'll send you the link. Oh, scan those receipts on your phone. I don't know, Rosie, if you know me very well, but my phone has no storage. It's been out of storage for probably 2 years. And every time I try to clean it up, I don't think it cleans it up out of the sky or something, because like I'll clean it up or I'll pay for additional storage, 99 cents a month. And like 2 days later, it tells me I'm out of storage again. But this is a really old phone. It's like 2 years old. So probably if I told anybody my issues, they would just tell me I need to update and get a new phone. But they're like $1,100 now. Phones are ridiculous. So I usually just keep these bad boys till they die, or, they're in my back pocket and I pull down my pants to go to the bathroom and they fall in the toilet. That's it. Then it's time for a new phone. So here, Diana, here is one of my strips. So this strip is going to go on the side. So here you can see this is the sleeve. This is the sleeve, and it's about a half an inch shorter than the quilt top. You're always going to pin your sleeve on first. And then this is my next strip. So I'll pin this right here. And it's going to be the exact, in a perfect world, it's going to be the exact size of this quilt. Okay? And then I have one strip here at the bottom. So I usually do the top and the bottom first, and then the sides. And then you're going to just sew all the way around it and then flip it over. Okay? If that didn't answer your question, type it in a different way. So this, I just want to show you guys, this was a quilt that that one of my best customers ever, funniest gal ever in the world, brought in. She had done it. She's an amazing art quilter, but she had done this as the center of a bed quilt for her grandkids. And then her grandkids wore it so thin that she brought it to me to turn into a wall hanging. I mean, you can see there were places that were just, the batting was coming out. So I just appliqued some tree trunks, and I added over here, I had to add a ton of fabric onto these mountains because these mountains, literally the batting was falling out. So I just added some fabrics throughout it to kind of pull it together. And then down here, it was also super threadbare. So like there was nothing here. So I just added some felted wool as rocks. So you can always save things. Like up here, these were threadbare. So I just threw on some satiny snow capped mountains. So we've taken the rest of the quilt and pretty much thrown it away, and then rescued this so that they can have something of their grandma to hang on their wall. So that's what we do in our spare time here, is we just fix things and all that good stuff. Mary Beatty, you do not have to hand sew it onto the back. Mary Beatty, do you see this unique stitch? I don't know if you bought any of this, Mary. I would think that you have, but I don't know. This is what Penny showed us how to do the binding. So if you're doing a wall hanging, or if you're doing, I would say the unique stitch, only use it for wall hangings. If I was doing a bed quilt, I would hand stitch it. Although this does say it's permanent after 24 hours. So you could do a bed quilt, but I personally would be a little bit leery of that. Mary Beatty, I know, TMI. Welcome to Fabric Chicks. It's always too much information. Okay, let's see if you know what? I was re-listening to Friday's sale, and I missed a ton of your comments. Like I missed, hey Anna, how is the beach? Are you home yet? I missed Phyllis Holmes, said she had cornrow dreadlocks. I might not believe that until I see a photo, Phyllis. We might all need a photo for. Okay, Mary, I'll put some of this in your bag because you're gonna want it. Oh, Rondi said she's missing us. She's gonna stop at Starbucks to see us. Okay, don't watch us in the car because that could be hazardous. Although I don't know how you can stop at Starbucks. They hardly let you in California. We tried to use the restroom and their restrooms aren't open. It's so crazy to go from state to state because here in Nevada, pretty much everything's open. And then we go to California and you can't use the restrooms. You can't. So crazy. So crazy. Oh, Anna has to work today. I love all you people who get to work and watch us at the same time. Multitaskers. Okay, so then I have, and I know you girls are going to want this. And I didn't know a good way to do this. So we're going to have a call-in moment. Look it. I've got the phone here, so you never know what to expect. This is some priceless cotton and steel. I've got two of them. So how about caller 3 and caller 5 gets this put in their basket for free. So this is cotton and steels. This is vintage fabric, girls. And I have 2 pieces left. I actually stole it from Eleanor Peace Bailey out of her, she was getting rid of it, and so I snagged it. But I've already used it on one of my quilts, so I have enough in my heart. So I'm willing to share it. So whoever wants to have a piece of that, give us a call, and we'll give it to the 3rd caller and the 5th caller. All right. Oh, Rhonda's just driving through Starbucks. That's how come she has time to watch. Fabric Chicks, who is this? Oh, you're the first caller. Hang up and call back. Hey, Peggy, you're not supposed to call my cell phone. That's like personal. You're the second caller. Hang up and call back. Hang up and call back. Quick. Fabric Chicks. Hello? Dorothy, can you hear me? Wait. Dorothy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Dorothy, you're the 3rd winner. You get it. Okay, it's going in your bag. Okay. All right. Dorothy from Utah, you're the winner. Okay, I got one more winner. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Diana, you're the 4th caller. Call back later. Oh my gosh, who's going to be the next caller? Look at, nobody's calling. Oh, Diana, you are the quickest. Okay, you're the winner. Okay, Diana from, wait, I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Diana, where are you from? Alabama. Diana Hensley from Alabama. You're number 5. You're the winner. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Yay! Okay, see you soon. Okay, bye. Okay, that's it. Don't call. I'm not going to answer the phone again. Okay. All right, girls. That is all we have for today. Look at somebody's calling. Wait, let's see. Fabric Chicks, this is Beth. Can I help you? I'm good, Susan. Are you calling because you want to be a winner? Sorry, you're a big loser. You're number 6. Sorry. Okay, we'll do it again. Wait. Season, don't hang up yet. Okay, Season, where are you from? Yerington, which is pretty close to us. You could come in and shop with us anytime you want.
It's true. I hopefully will be there next week to pick up my stuff and shop around.
Okay, perfect. All right, we'll see you next week.
All right.
Okay, tell your mom hi and tell your husband hi and your kids. Okay, all right. Bye-bye. Okay, that's all we have for today, girls. That is it. Do we have any comments? Because my computer just died, Roger. Okay, Roger's good. Roger wasn't paying attention.
It says, yeah, thank you. That fabric is so cute.
It's so cute.
Diana Hensley said, woohoo!
I know. Wait, Diana, I'm going to write your name on here before I forget. And Dorothy Thomas.
Season says, so funny.
Sorry, Season, you are number 6. Okay, we'll do that again. Okay, girls. Next time, be prepared. And Peggy, my cell phone. It's for emergencies only. No, you guys can call me on whatever phone you like. But you were caller number 2, Peggy, so you didn't win. Sorry. Okay, girls, we'll see you on Wednesday. Hopefully, we have something fun and exciting. I have no idea what we have, but we'll see you Wednesday. Have a good day. Bye.